And that ability then, like what aloha, namaste mean, like aloha is more than just hello. It's I greet the spirit in you, but also kind of love, that connection between, when you think about what does the word love mean, you've got the different Greek words, agape and philos and eros, but, philos being like brotherly love, and could be obviously sisterly or whatever as well, soul to soul, individual souls. And that's kind of like also where I think it's very important to come from with massage, is that aloha spirit, or the namaste, the philos aspect of love. And then what is that? It's just so many people misuse the word love. It just can mean so many different things. I always like say to people, you got people that love peanut butter. Pedophiles love children, It's like parents love to kill pedophiles, It's like, what a fucking English is such a fucking weird language, we just don't question it, but that stupid ass word love is like can have opposite meanings,
Making love.
Making love, yeah. Love is love. It's like, no, fucking isn't, Or, you and I are vegetarian, and you can hear people, I love steak, Somebody else loves cows, you know what I mean? It's like the cow prefers a certain type of love, Same with children, They prefer the love of their parents rather than the love of a pedophile. It's just a stupid-ass word. So looking into that on an energetic level is what is philos, or, what is the real word, meaning of that connection between two people. And that's really got to be what motivates a good therapist, in my opinion.
Yeah, compassion and actually to care about.
Actually to care, yeah.
And it's interesting what you're talking about too, about as you're kind of stirring this stuff up and you're assisting, you're kind of the director of helping the person in a partnership as you're working on them to release the stuff, right? You're like the whole concept of them separating themselves from the stuff, from the junk, the garbage that's coming out, and then not getting all tripped out that it's like me, and it's like, oh no, it's that's I'm bad because I like whatever.
Yeah, guilt, shame, you know what I mean? Like I got a few stories. One story, I was treating a teacher of mine in London, maybe 15 or 20 years ago. I forgot now, but anyway, she's a nice girl, and I didn't end up doing this 6-hour treatment on her.
Wow.
And afterwards, she goes, I didn't know who I was anymore, and I was like, that's so interesting, because she let go of these layers, and being a London girl, and she was an actress, and I suppose when you're an actress, you kind of play in different parts. But, I think a lot of people play different roles in their life anyway. They're kind of acting when they're not, not just on stage, but, and so, but she was able to and she's like, I didn't know who I was.
Oh, you're talking about the characters that she was playing in real
life.
Real life.
Yeah.
And then as you were, after 6 hours on the table, she kind of came to the realization,
she wasn't any of them. She wasn't just this, because people can be defined by their culture, by their, like you're in a big city especially where you don't have that time to think about who and you're like, I'm going to play this role, I'm going to play this role, and these roles are promoted in society as cool things, or as, like even through like film and TV, we get like role models, like you think of that word role is a role we play, and a model is somebody to aspire to be like, So, but another example of the opposite side of that, again in London, was a Polish student of mine, and her husband had committed suicide, and he blamed her for it, and she had all this guilt about it, and she was like, she actually didn't want to let that go because she felt like she deserved to suffer because her husband had, blamed.
He had
committed suicide, but left a suicide note or whatever.
Yeah.
You're to blame, I'm fucking,
That's terrible.
It's horrible. What a thing to put on somebody.
Oh man.
And she couldn't let that go. I was like, just let it go. She's like, oh, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like, you've got to. You're not. If he chose to kill himself, that's his choice,
Oh, what a trip.
What a trip, yeah. But she just felt like she had to keep that guilt and that shame and make herself suffer, you know?
So what happened with her?
Well, in the end, I tried to convince her to let it go, but it had to be her choice.
And she was holding on to it.
Yeah, she was holding on to it, so I couldn't